Everyone, this is Sasha, day 38 in the unburdened journey of my breast reduction surgery recovery. So I was feeling really bad today and yesterday, but I decided to make this video because in some way getting myself cleaned up and presentable and even telling myself I'm capable of making a video for you kind of makes me feel a little better and gives me a focus. So thank you for watching. My intention is for you to be able to watch as many of these episodes as you want to learn about the various aspects of making this choice to go under the knife to get your breasts reduced. And it should be said that I'm reporting back to you from my perspective of being 51 and getting close to menopause. So menopause, like breast reduction surgery, has been something that hasn't been talked about nearly enough. I would say I have been dealing with difficult periods and PMS for a very long time. I never had an easy period, except for maybe when I was 22. But since my 20s, I've had a lot of pain, lower back pain, cramps, insomnia, mood changes for sure. And I've always noticed a very dramatic difference when my period comes, that I'll suddenly feel calm and I sleep better. And it's like, but there's a lot of suffering to get there. Like sometimes lately, 2 weeks of PMS. So at times I've just felt like I've spent most of my life, like 3/4 of the month, dealing with menstrual symptoms. And my God, it's madness, actually. I have been knowing that it's going to be important for me to look at the question of whether to take HRT or what is now being called MHT. The reason this is coming up now is because I heard that when doctors, surgeons remove the breast tissue, that affects the hormonal balance in the body as well. And so I was trying to understand what is the overlap of what is going on in my body. Am I feeling symptoms from the recovery and the trauma that I'm recovering from of having such a big surgery? Or is this menopausal stuff that's happening as I'm getting close to menopause? And just to sort of define our terms, menopause is a very weird term because it really refers to only one day. Taking the time to educate myself about menopause, it is so upsetting that there has been so little medical research and medical education of doctors around menopause, because it is something that 51% of the population experiences, with a wide variety of symptoms that can be disabling to the point where 20% of women, I learned in this book, either have to quit their job or consider quitting their job, something like that, because of the severity of their symptoms. And the woman who wrote this, Mary Claire Haver, she talks about her time as a doctor before she herself went through menopause, and how women were described as WWs. If they were WW patients, it was a whiny woman, and it was a woman who had come to get care, complaining of a wide array of symptoms. And a doctor would say to her, watch out, you got a WW at 3:00. Once she went through it herself, she became sympathetic, and then she's made it her life mission to provide care and information to women, to empower them, to find doctors who will pay attention to their symptoms and take them seriously. So here's something else I want to say. In my research about this issue of being menopausal and going through breast surgery reduction, I also found definitive studies that say that being over 50 to do this surgery does bring increased risk of complications and infection. And this can be possibly connected to reduced estrogen. So this was kind of confirming what I was feeling in these groups. Like I think I said in another of these podcasts that there were these women who were like, yeah, I'm doing so great. I love my new breasts. I'm running at 4 weeks. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm so not anywhere near running, and I'm at 6 weeks. And that's because my breasts are still very tender and sore. and painful. Just kind of like going up and down stairs or wearing a seatbelt is already uncomfortable. So I just was like, wow, they're having a really different recovery than I am. So anyway, I'm very fortunate that I haven't had complications. I haven't had openings, which is the main thing that happens. Incisions open up and then there are openings, and that takes additional time to heal and it could get infected. So it's like really, you want to give yourself a lot of care and time and support and allowances to avoid getting an opening, because it's a drag if you get them. So anyway, this study just kind of confirmed what I was noticing, which is it seemed like overall, for sure, you're going to have an easier time if you do this before 40, before 50. Also, there are plenty of women in the groups who are 60 and even in their 70s getting the surgery, and some of them are having a super easy recovery. So this is also possible. But I did feel kind of validated when I found that research, because I was like, yeah, I'm going through something different than all these other people. And again, it's like we say in a yoga class, it's what I say when I'm teaching pussy walking. Everybody's body's different. Welcome to the adventure. Like whatever is going on inside of us. I just wanted to make this point for all the women who are in their 40s and 50s thinking about doing this procedure in the menopausal, perimenopausal realm. If you're considering it in your 40s and 50s, I would say this shouldn't hold you back. I think that people who are our age and older can do very well with this surgery, but I would say it's something to be aware of, that you might need more time, more downtime, more rest, and certainly take good care of yourself to avoid the risk of complications, because apparently, according to the research, the risk is higher over 50. Don't compare yourself to 30-year-olds. This is day 38 of Unburdened. Thanks for being here. I've recorded a ton of these. I'm going to put them out one by one, and you can just listen to the ones that are of interest. My name is Sasha Kagan. I'm a life coach for women 40 plus. I am also the inventor of pussy walking, which you can learn about on my website. Everybody likes to learn how to pussy walk. They might not want to say it out loud, but they want to know about it. And I'm here to share with you. So please subscribe to my newsletter. If you think I might be a great coach for you, you're always welcome to check out and see if I have availability. And thanks for being here. This is Unburdened.